Conversations with Nicole. Let's talk about it. Tell me all about it. I'm here. I wanna know what's on your mind. Ooh, the world needs to hear from you, and I'm so glad to have a conversation to reach the nation. And it's all about you. We'll help each other to discover innovative ways to positively change the world. Let's talk about, let's talk about, yeah. Let's talk about conversations with Nicole.
Greetings. Welcome to Conversations with Nicole. I am Nicole Everett, your host. And Conversations with Nicole is a talk show based in Tallahassee, Florida, focused on connecting the community through conversations. And today is what I call Mindset Monday, which is an opportunity for you, me, and my guests to chat about something interesting and intriguing. And today I have not one, but two guests who are actually personal friends of mine. It's rare that I have personal friends on the show. So I'm super excited and delighted to have both Miss Jimmeal Peterson and Mr. Michael Cork on, who are the co-founders of the Remembering Me project, which I am a big fan of, and they're going to tell you all about it in just a moment. But before I bring them on, I need to hear from you. Where are you tuning in from? We are live on Facebook, on YouTube, and on LinkedIn, and your comments and your questions are very much so welcome. Our topic is Teen Focus, Fostering Hope for the Holidays, which has to do all about our youth, specifically our teenagers, especially those that are in foster care. So again, this is going to be a great conversation. So I see a few folks in the comments. Miss Warrior Woman Powell, I'm ready to listen and not judge. Okay, wonderful. Well, we appreciate you being here. And my brother Terrell Bowman, greetings, good people. Thank you for being here. And Miss Keosha Forson, good evening, good people tuning in from Tallahassee, who is part of the Let's Take Lead family co-president. So we'll have Mr. Cork talk a little bit about Let's Take Lead, but thank you for being here, Keosha. All right, so I know there'll be more folks joining us, but I'm gonna go ahead and share both Jimmeal and Michael Cork's bio. So we'll start with Miss Jimmeal. Jimmeal is the CEO and founder of Fresh Winds Counseling Center and Hands-On Success Training, where she empowers men, women, and youth to grow in the best versions of themselves. She also serves as Program Director of the Remember Me Project, supporting underprivileged teens in the foster care system. She's a licensed clinical social worker in Florida, North Carolina, and South Carolina, and she integrates social work principles with therapeutic interventions to help individuals overcome challenges, embrace their strengths, and thrive. She is passionate about guiding others into their spiritual, personal, and professional development. She's earned her BS in MWS from the Florida State University College of Social Work, Go Knowles. And she is also a motivational speaker, minister, and radio personality for a moment of affirmations with Jimmeal Nicole on Hallelujah 95.3 FM. And outside of her purpose-driven work, she enjoys time with family, reading, and relaxing spa days. Y'all help me welcome my friend, my sister, Miss Jimmeal Peterson. What's going on?
Thank you so much again, Nicole, for having us.
No,
So excited.
my pleasure. It's been a minute. Listen,
It has been a minute.
yeah, so I'm glad to have you on here. Glad to have you on here. All
Yeah.
right. So up next is Mr. Michael A. Cork, who's the founder and director of operations of McCork Solutions, a full-service marketing and branding firm based in Tallahassee, Florida. Since 2004, he has built a reputation as an award-winning creative professional, blending photography, graphic design, video production, and media consulting to bring clients' visions to life. And he does that very well. The intro that you all see on my show was done by Michael Cork. His work has served major brands, universities, and national recording artists across the country and beyond. His company, he hosts the Hallelujah Morning Show with Mike, Cork, and friends on Hallelujah 95.3 FM, inspiring listeners each morning with music, motivation, and laughter. A proud graduate of the Florida Agricultural and Mechanical University, go Rattlers. Michael is a community leader, a co founder of the Remember Me Project, and a deacon at Truth Gatherers Community Church. Y'all help me welcome Mr. Michael A. Cork.
Hey, 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 how you doing, Nicole? Appreciate you having me.
Doing well. My pleasure. My pleasure. So I'm not going to have y'all tell us who you are. That's what I typically do. I want to go on ahead and jump on in. So tell us a little bit, if you don't mind, Cork, about Let's Take Lead. I see you branded here tonight. You got your swag on, your merch on. I love it. So tell the folks about Let's Take Lead.
So, Let's Take League is an organization that was founded by myself and Keosha Forston. And what it is, let me give you some of the birth of it. The birth of it was once we found different opportunities for leadership training. Both of us were discussing different things that we had noticed in actually at our church,
Mm-hmm.
and some different leadership opportunities and training that would be which we thought would be a great opportunity to teach. And so from there, we came up with a curriculum, and we've been able to teach leadership trainers. Let's Take Lead leadership style. It's actually our own leadership style.
Nice.
And so it's based off of learning, engaging, acting, and development. And so from there, we've been able to teach different leadership strategies to try to cultivate a global network of leaders. And so, we aim to do that. And then recently, what we did was established our nonprofit foundation side of it. And so, and we'll get into that a little later, we actually me and Jimmeal had a company called the Remembering Me Project, and so we rolled that under the Let's Take Lead 501c3 because, and
Mhm.
so from there we came up with several initiatives that we wanted to do, that the Remember Me Project fit perfectly in, from clothing drives, career development and counseling. We wanted to do entrepreneurial skills training, financial literacy, health and wellness, job training, leadership training and development, and also we wanted to do a youth empowerment. And so the Remember Me Project rolled perfectly right up under the youth empowerment. And as we get into talking more about what the Remembering Me Project is, you'll see how it fit perfectly.
Okay, wonderful. So let me pause. I see we got a number of folks that have joined us. Mrs. Sherelle K. Cork, evening, everyone. Thank you for being here. That is the lovely wife of Michael A. Cork. Thank you for being here, Sherelle. Mr. Nick Rains in the house. Good evening, my good people. Thank you for being here, Nick. And Miss Tracy Gole. Good evening. Thank you for joining us, Tracy. So that was a great segue, I think, for the Remembering Me project. So I'm gonna have Jimmeal talk about the Remember Me project and kind of how that got started, the heart behind starting the Remember Me project.
Well, the heart of it is volunteerism.
Mm,
So I worked for a nonprofit in Gaston County for 5 years.
mm-hmm,
As a part of our give back to the community, we would close the office down and volunteer at Christmas Connection and pack cases for the holiday season.
okay.
Every year we would do this. I would notice, as well as my former colleagues, we would notice that if a family had a teenager or teenagers, there was nothing there for them to, we couldn't choose anything from the pile,
Mm,
or from the gifts that were there, the
mm,
gifts that were bought, donated. It was all for younger children. And I paused for a moment because I'm thinking, like, you know what? There's no teen holiday gift drive. And
mm,
so I noticed this year one. By year two, I'm really seeing, like, yeah, this is a thing. And so I would talk with the coordinator at the time and say, hey, you know, we get gift cards
mm,
donated. put those gift cards to the side so we can give it to the families that have teens. That way they could choose their gift.
Right.
And so, she even thought like, oh, you know what? That's a good idea. One year I picked my daughter up from high school. They had early release, and I picked her up and I said, hey, we got to go back. I need to finish packing this case. And she realized too, there was nothing there for the teens. And so we made an agreement that the following year we were going to do something. We said, since this is December now, we're going to spend all of next year saving our clothing, and anything I see that I pick up, I'll buy, and we'll have something for the teens next year.
Okay.
Next year rolled around, and I said, this needs a brand. It needs a face. It needs something. And
Mhm.
so I called Michael Cork, and I shared my heart, shared what I noticed. He immediately agreed and said, I think about that too. And
Mm.
I would love to partner with you.
Right.
And I said, let's do it.
Okay.
We have been partnering, working together, pushing this cause for 11 years. This is year 11.
Wow. Wow.
Yes,
That is
year
amazing.
11.
That is amazing. So I love to hear that story because I think it just speaks to, what you all have been able to do in these 11 years and the passion behind you all setting out to specifically serve this particular population, the teens, and not just any teens, but the teens that are in foster care. And so I think that the name is so apropos, because we can forget about this specific group of young people.
Yeah.
So I commend you. Y'all know for years I've been pushing y'all along and you know
Yes.
encouraging you and trying to make sure we got what we needed to legitimize this thing. And not that it wasn't legitimate, but I mean, getting the 501c3 and all of that. And so I feel like this year has really been like really tremendous. Like, and so we are kicking off Giving Tuesday tomorrow, right?
Right.
Yes, we are.
But already the Remembering Me project has already met its goal, but still taking money because there's still a lot to do.
Yes.
Um, but before we move on to that, I'm just so excited right now. I want to definitely acknowledge a few more folks that have joined us. We got Miss Lenitra Bennett on. Thank you for joining us, Lenitra. We appreciate you. And then my mom down in Miami. Thank you for being on, Mom. Love you. And Mr. Warren K. Good evening, Nicole, Everett, Jimmeal, Nicole Peterson, and Michael Cork. I love y'all. He done gave our whole government name right.
Government name.
Listen,
Middle name and all.
thank, thank you, Warren K. We appreciate you.
Yes.
So, talk to me a little bit about just what 11 years looks like and what this experience has been like for you all, and talk a little bit about the number of youths that you have served from that time to this.
So since that meeting that happened at a restaurant, uh, Jimmeal and I talked about, we assessed the need, and most people
Mhm.
know me I'm one of those type people. I only want to talk about a problem for so long, and then
Right.
after that, I
Yeah.
want to move towards some solutions, and I can be assertive about that. And Jimmeal and I, we just went and tackled this, and over this course of 10 years into this 11th year, through different partnerships with such as um, Northwest Florida Health network, we've been able to service over 500 kids. And so
Wow.
each year they give us a list of kids who fit the criteria, as well as those who sometimes have actually aged out of the system.
Mhm.
Just those kids who have a need and have some desires for Christmas, and we want to make sure that they haven't been forgotten. And so we've been able to just help from the community, solicitation from our own little personal network, and we've
Yeah.
been able, just the two of us have been able to do great work along with, of course, community help. And then this year, having actually rolled it under the 501c3 and having a board and expanded the collaboration of the community, we've been able to really do some things that has exceeded our expectations, to be honest with you. And so it is an extremely exciting year. And the giving continues. We're still getting people giving, and we're going to definitely encourage them with Giving Tuesday to just join in on this campaign and really make a difference in a young person's life, because we want to make sure that they haven't lost hope, and that they still long for things, they still want things, and know that there's somebody out there that still cares for them.
Absolutely. Absolutely. So speaking of that, I did actually a segment on the Michael Cork morning show, Hallelujah morning show, this morning
On
about
every week.
I do. But this one today was about foster care. And some of the concerns that young people have that are in foster care are uncertainty and instability, loneliness and isolation, fear and anxiety, sadness and grief, and some of the other issues that they face, being in this kind of situation are trauma and abuse,
Mhm.
attachment difficulties, educational challenges, behavior and emotional problems, and stigma and identity, right?
Right.
Yes,
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure during the holidays that can be even more compounded.
absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely. If you know of someone that's an adult and have experienced loss, disconnection, um, felt like they've been isolated,
Mm-hmm.
and they handle it the best way they know how in their adult life. Imagine a youth trying to navigate that type of life stress, that
Yeah.
type of transition. And as you said in the introduction and the bio, my background is social work.
Mm-hmm.
My first start in the profession was at at the time it was Big Ben, which
Mm-hmm.
it's now Northwest Florida Health. But my internship with my undergrad, my undergrad degree was in the dependency, on the dependency side of
Mm-hmm.
child welfare. And
Okay.
then my first professional job was the adoptions side. And the teenagers was always overlooked
Mm.
when it came to adoptions.
Yeah.
Because when you think about it, especially for a family that has been longing to have, a little one, that's exactly what they're longing for. They want to experience, the baby and watching the baby grow. And
Mm-hmm.
so the teens, it was a struggle to connect them with a family that wanted them. And
Mm-hmm.
so a lot of times for my caseload, and I should have connected it then. I didn't until I saw this need. But quite a few of my cases as an adoption case manager was teenagers.
Mm.
And the families that adopted them happened to be their own family.
Mm.
A aunt, a godmother. And so this is something that has been ongoing where the teens fall through the cracks. And we
Mm.
talk about this a lot when we have conversations about community and what the community needs. And teens need to remain active and engaged, and it needs to be things that speak directly to them.
Yeah.
So let's tie it back into this holiday drive.
Mm-hmm.
When we see holiday gift drives, and it's kind of in the name too, it says toys.
Mm-hmm.
toys for tots,
Right. Right.
but the toys that teens play with,
Mm,
as we all know, they cost a little bit. And
mm,
so I often wonder, was that the premises for like, oh, they'll be all right because they know that what they want is a little more expensive. But that doesn't mean that they shouldn't have it.
right.
So I'm just so grateful for what Michael and I was able to do through the support of our community,
Yeah.
through the support of our friends. I am super, super excited that we are now under Let's Take Lead. I
Mm-hmm.
will say, just to clarify, when we started the Remembering Me project, we started with it just being a Florida nonprofit.
Mm-hmm.
But as you know, that designation does not supersede being federally recognized. And this is why I'm so excited for the opportunities, future opportunities that will come our way so that we could continue to do more, not just during the holidays, but
Nice.
throughout the year for teens.
Nice, 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 nice. Love that. I want to acknowledge a few more folks that have joined us. Miss Sonia B says, "Hey there, everyone."
Thank
Fine.
Who's here in Tallahassee? Quasi, who's in Atlanta. Thank you so much. And then Warren said, "That's great. Love this." And Keosha has been so wonderful to be my wing woman today. And she put that the contributions can be made at www.therememberingmeproject.com. And then Lenitra is cheering her on, telling her, Miss President, that's how you do it. You better put that link on out there. So you can absolutely click on that link and definitely donate, which is part of why we are here, right? Because again,
Yes,
we are kicking off Giving Tuesday, which starts tomorrow. Which starts
Right.
tomorrow.
tomorrow.
Right.
Tomorrow, right? And so, man, you both have said like so much in terms of the heart for this, the work that you all are doing with supporting the young people, the teens specifically, and that are in this kind of dire straits that they are in, and just remembering them and loving on them and giving them hope, which I think is so very important. Very
Definitely.
important.
Yeah.
Definitely. I mean, if you imagine some of the circumstances that they're in already, they've already probably, you can imagine suffered through rejection, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
feeling inadequate, and all of these different things, and probably to the point to where they become accustomed to being forgotten about.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
just the token, this is beyond giving them a gift. This is giving them hope to understand that life still goes on and there
Yes.
are still resources and people out there that care for you. And and that care is going to be what undergirds them throughout their life and
Mm-hmm.
to further successes because you know um, we're talking about having empathy for something that we probably have never experienced before.
Mm-hmm.
And so I come from a two-parent household where support was just not even, I didn't even have to look for it. It was automatically there. And
Yeah.
so, for us to be able to stop what we're doing, and this is just a shout out for those people who have already collaborated with us over the years consistently, to stop what
Yeah.
you're doing, to recognize those people who are less than, have less than you have, but aren't less than you as a person. And, and you
Mhm.
understand some of the resource and the excess of resource that you have can really change a person's life. Especially a young person as they maneuver through adolescence, in you know, on their way to adulthood. These are the
Right.
types of things that are going to make significant impact in their lives. And then hopefully, as they transition into a successful adult, they'll be able to look back and say, "Somebody remembered me. Let me do the same," and we can continue this
Right.
thing. It can be a perpetual lifestyle cycle of giving and giving back and remembering those who are oftentimes forgotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. Pay it forward. Yeah.
Absolutely. I absolutely love all of what you just said, because, as you are um, giving, you're planting seeds, right? Showing that
Correct.
folks can
Mhm.
be kind to folks that they don't know, that they are not related to,
Right.
and that may inspire them to want to do the same once they come of age, right?
Yes.
So it really is kind of like the gift that kind of keeps on giving.
Definitely. I mean, and like I said, the amount of collaboration through the community, through our network of people, and like we said, as we've gotten the 501c3 designation, it has expanded so much to where we started the giving earlier than Giving Tuesday. Over the years, we normally used to kick off the campaign at this time. Well, we've already had a few weeks advanced giving campaign that has been just phenomenal. We started with a evening of breakfast, and you yourself and a lot of the community people around here, community leaders, community trustees and ambassadors came out just for this cause, and so I just would, I can't wait to when we actually give these gifts to these kids. And we had them write notes, we had you all write notes, just a kind note for each team to be able to open up, to know that people who are busy people, important people, stopped for a pause to say, you're just as important. You mean something to us. And
Yeah.
so if I'm thinking, when they read those notes and they see those gifts, I mean, I can just imagine, the feeling that they would have. And so that's why we're so passionate about this project. And that's why I have no problem. I will shake you down if I know you, because just because I feel so passionate about it. And it's like, people have definitely been responding. So it's just an awesome thing.
Yes, it is. It is. So, talk to me a little bit about this breakfast, because I thought it was genius. You can't go wrong with breakfast for dinner. And man, I got there late, but I was blown away by it. Was like barely any parking. It was at Early's, but it was packed. And I heard it was like wall to wall before I even got there. So talk a little bit about this
Go
before
ahead.
Give It Tuesday, event that you all had to, really kind of build the momentum and get things going this year.
Go ahead,
Listen,
Jimmeal.
the board of directors for Let's Take Lead, they are phenomenal. The idea spun at a meeting that we had, and of course, we loved it because, like you said, who doesn't like breakfast for dinner?
Right.
And I you heard right. It was wall to wall. The impact that was made that night, it just blew my mind. It blew Mike's mind. It blew Keosha's mind, Keisha's mind. We were just in awe. Um, so let me let
And
me say
everybody show up. All the tickets sold. Some people didn't even show up.
right. That's what I was just about to say. I was just about to say, okay, so it was a ticketed event. And to see the purchases come through, first of all, that already gets you excited, like, oh wow, this is gonna be great, But then for whatever reason, those that purchased the ticket, some that purchased the ticket was not able to make it. But that still let us know that they understood the why.
Yeah.
And for the people that did come, they were glad to be there. Um, First of all, they said the food was great, the vibe was great,
Uh,
and
Early's.
yeah, shout out to Early's, okay? And to hear people say, hey, we want to get involved,
Mm-hmm.
like this was great. And the food was good and all, but we understand your why and we want to be a part of it.
Mm-hmm.
That to me was everything.
Yeah.
Because it's different when you ask, mom, or ask your friend, ask your wife, ask your husband, come, and they come and then they might tell somebody. But to see how people were showing up and even sending messages to say, hey, I want to be a part, when does the campaign end? it just really blessed our hearts. I tell you, it was a great night. It was an exciting night. We did something that I think was it caught this person by surprise. We had one person that has given every year without fail. And there were years where she was the first to give. Miss Barbara Thompson.
Nice.
And so we gave her flowers on that night, and it took her by surprise. And even, of course, we wanted to, just totally be a blessing to her. But she still gave
Yeah.
on that night, and so yeah, we told her not to, but she still gave. And so to know that we are surrounded by a community of people who are givers, just like we are,
Yeah.
who understand that these teens, they do matter, and we do want them to have hope, not just for the holiday, but as Michael said earlier, hope for the future. It was a great night,
Yeah.
like you said, packed
And
parking
one
lot.
thing I want to jump in because there are a couple people that I just want to definitely recognize. And one is Mr. J, the owner of
Yes.
Urban Kitchen.
Yeah.
Kiyoshi and I, the co-president Kiyoshi and I, we met with him with an idea of doing a revenue share, where we were going to try to, just take a split of revenue. And we even spoke to him about making sure that we didn't take from his customer base. We were going to give special tickets to the people who came just for our event, so that we know who those people, those persons were, and be able to do a revenue share. And we were trying to ask for about 50% share. And as we continued to talk to him and sell the vision, and he said that he had a heart for foster kids, and said that he had even some family history with foster kids. He says, you know what? I'm not going to split the profit with you guys. I'm going to let you get 100% of the profit. He said, all
Wow.
you guys have to do is just cover the cost of my food.
Wow.
Isn't that awesome? And so,
Awesome.
we were extremely excited about that. No doubt about it. And so we went on and we sold tickets. The food was good. Everybody liked it. I even called him, told him we need to have a non-pork option. And he had that. And so at the end of the night, and I mean, he probably does not want me to tell this, but I cannot not tell it.
Tell
At
it, Michael.
the night,
Tell it.
when I went back there to ask him what the cost would be for the food, he told me no cost for the food.
No
So
cost.
every dime we receive from this will go towards these kids.
Wow.
Without it, I mean, this is the type of collaboration that we've had. I reached out to Commissioner Diane Williams Cox on Sunday evening, probably beyond a reasonable hour to be reaching out to a commissioner. But I knew I hadn't. I wanted to make sure she knew about it, and so I was going to follow it up. I texted her. I was going to follow it up with a call. Before I could get the first 4 digits, she had already given.
Oh, wow.
Had
Already.
already, and said she was coming. She gave a donation and bought a ticket. And
Love.
so, like I said, this is the type of support we have gotten. This is the type of support that these kids will know that it cares about their future, cares about their right now. And so, from Giving Tuesday, once again, I would encourage everybody to get on this train. It is a train that you want to be able to say you was a part of. So I
Yes.
encourage everybody to go to the rememberingmeproject.com, make a donation, and feel good about yourself doing it. I mean, it's a great cause.
It
Abs-
really is.
Absolutely. So we are a little more than halfway through our talk. So for those of you who are just joining me, I'm on with Jimmeal Peterson and Michael Cork of the Remembering Me Project, which is under Let's Take Lead. And we're talking teen focus, fostering hope for the holidays. We got several folks that have joined us since my last little break. Sharice Boys, who is in Miami today. Sabrina Cottons. Yes, spread the love and word. Thank you for being here, Sabrina. Felicia Dilbert, who is also here in Tallahassee. We got Antonio White, who is
How you
tuning
doing, sir?
in from a flight.
Come
Okay.
on, Antonio.
From the airplane. He's
Come
talking.
on.
Thank you, Antonio. Great work. Hello, Jimmeal and Mike. Tamika Wiggins. The breakfast was amazing. Great job. Let's take lead in the Remembering Me project. Yes, thank you, Tamika. Kiosha, breakfast for dinner is always a winner. Look at you rhyming. All
Yeah,
right.
she dropped bars here and there.
Sherelle, the community understood the assignment and the cause. Thank you, Earlies. Absolutely.
Yeah,
Still in awe from the support of the community. Tallahassee is an amazing
it
community. Yes,
really is. It
It
really
truly is.
it
really
is. It is. It is. And Early's opened this restaurant on a night. It was usually closed too.
yes,
Hmm.
yes.
Yes. Terrell, thank you for serving me. This unseen population, I just signed up to be a monthly donor.
Oh man, God bless you, sir.
Wow.
I just saw it come through too, man. So bless
Wow.
Looking
God.
forward. Yes, staying connected to the mission. Thank you so much, my brother. Sabrina, awesome job. Jake's blessed to be a blessing. Absolutely. God is amazing. Yes. Ozzy Daniel. Is a clinician in Virginia Beach, Virginia. Thank you for being here, Ozzy.
you, sir.
Yes, Tamika, so into good ground. Absolutely. And Sonya B, absolutely love this. So glad to hear that these teens are being supported in this way. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. So talk to us a little bit about Jimmeal, if you don't mind, kind of, you know, once all of the goodness is brought into the storehouse, after you all, gather all the money, what happens next?
Shopping. Shopping. So we made a point to focus on toiletries as well as a gift item.
Gotcha.
Again, things that you probably don't think a teenager would want, but they do. I mean, I have a teenager and she absolutely loved Tree Hut scrubs, bath scrubs. And so, we get our shopping on to make sure that they have um, deodorant, soap, toothbrush, toothpaste, a mouthwash,
Mhm.
all those type of things. And then we focus on either a gift item or gift card to places like Walmart, and then there was another store we would shop at,
Okay.
and then also we would do gift cards to like McDonald's,
Mhm.
Chick-fil-A,
Mhm.
Zaxby's, because what teen don't say, I want to go and get me a burger, or I want to go get me, some chicken fingers. And
Right.
so anything that we could do with the budget we had,
Mhm.
and we knew it would speak to a teenager and they wouldn't feel like, oh, this was really meant for somebody else, but they just gave it to me.
Mhm.
That's what we did. We wanted to make sure they knew, no, this is for you. You
Gotcha.
are remembered. I love the branding that Michael Cork came up with. He said where everyone matters, and that's a fact. Everyone matters, and
Mhm.
so I am just so excited for everyone that has, as Mike said earlier, hopped on this train. And I
Mhm.
just want to pause, if you don't mind, Nicole,
Oh,
just to give some stats,
okay.
because I don't know if how much people um, know about the poverty rates, even in Leon County. So the latest I have is 2023.
Okay.
But just so you know, some history in 2025, in 2015, In Leon County, 26.3% of the population was living in poverty, which
Mm,
at that time was much higher than the 16.5% of Floridians
mm,
living in poverty. In Florida, the under 18 age group has the highest poverty rates at 23.5%,
mm.
while in Leon County, 28.5% live below the federal poverty level.
Wow. Yeah, those are some staggering numbers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Hmm.
yeah, definitely. One of the other things I want to make note of is
Mhm.
because of the generosity of the community, uh, we have also adopted four young ladies from the Pace Center for Girls as well,
Okay.
that we
Mhm.
are adopting and making their wish list come true as well. So, you know, what is happening because of the generosity of our community is that we're able to expand our reach,
Yes.
just make impacts on so many teams, and so that's one of the reasons why we want to definitely continue to encourage people to keep the giving going, because all it's going to do is just continue to allow us to have a greater and broader impact, to not only just Leon County, but even abroad, someday. So this is, like I said, it's a God work, and it's definitely something that is only going to be done with the collaboration of the community.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. So Tallahassee has definitely showed out.
No doubt.
And I absolutely love it. So we got a few more folks that have joined us. I want to acknowledge them. Miss Tammy Boyd. She said, "Me and the babies are watching TT Cole," which is me. Thank you so much. We appreciate you. And my buddy Roz liked the stream. Roz gonna tell y'all to like Conversations with Nicole. If I don't do it, Roz gonna do it. So
That's
thank
it.
you, Roz.
Don't
I
do
appreciate you. Yes.
it.
Keisha, she said, "Thank you, everyone, for your support of the Remembering Me project and Let's Take Lead." Thank you so much, Keisha. We got Tina on. Thank you for being here. Thank you for your monthly donor. We appreciate your contribution. I think that went to Terrell. And then Tamika, she said, "That's a blessing to be able to include the young ladies at Pace." Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Yeah. So what are the kind of, future hopes and plans for the Remembering Me project? What are we, this was a great kind of, I don't know. This is a lot of energy this year. So, and I know the year we still are raising money. Again, we are kicking off Giving Tuesday tomorrow. So, great opportunity for you to give. And as Cork has said, get on this train. But
Get on this
what are
train.
the things that we are imagining, planning, hoping, dreaming, praying for the future for Remembering Me?
I'll let Jamil go there.
Okay, all right.
And I was about to pass it to him,
I
but
mean, I'm
you know,
about
well, I do know it's definitely going to be more collaborations. I am again grateful that we started what we started in support of teens having a gift to open and just being remembered during the holiday season. But their needs are not just during the winter. And
Mm,
so, again, by us being a part of Let's Take Lead, we are going to do more workshops in the future that focuses on leadership development for teens. There will be other initiatives, a clothing drive possibly. I know that while we were at the breakfast, Jack and Jill, a representative from Jack and Jill, they will want to partner with us in the future. I know this year their focus was collecting suitcases for for youth in foster care, and
okay.
so they want to collab with us. So it'll be a lot of collaborations, but you're going to hear more about Let's Take Lead and the Remembering Me project, being more in the community and doing more with the teens outside of just Christmas.
Love it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, big plans, we're excited about it. And like we said, getting teens teenage development, leadership
Mhm.
development. So look for next year the teens to be part of some of the marketing strategies for the Remembering Project campaign. Look for us to offer some different entrepreneurial skill developments. Our board is made up of serial entrepreneurs, to be honest with you. And so to utilize some of our experiences with some of the people that we know, being able to expose teens at a young age about entrepreneurship, financial literacy, job training, interview skills, so we got big plans through the Let's Take Lead that we'll roll in some of the same
Mhm.
that same group for the our co-president. She's on
She
it.
she on it.
She's on it.
She sent the link again,
She's
so
understanding.
people will know.
And so Let's Take Lead and the program of the Remembering Project. We plan to be a year-long initiative. Right now, people know us mainly for the Christmas months, but we plan to make it a year-long offering that we offer different services to be able to help
Mhm.
and develop teams, as well as Let's Take Lead will take on professionals and adults as well.
Yeah.
Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it. So Kiosha said, what's next? The sky's the limit.
That's right.
Mm.
And Lenitra wants to know, she is a woman after my own heart. Will the breakfast for dinner or some type of fundraising event be an annual thing?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Absolutely. Big shouts out to Lenitra. Big shouts out to you. Big shouts out to Capital Outlook. All of these media outlets who lended their audience to us to be able to
Yes,
share about the event. I mean, rolled out the red carpet. We felt like we were superstars. We went to
we
WC.
did.
We was greeted by Lenitra. I mean, it was great. And then, like I said, to be on your show, the Tallahassee Democrat wrote an article. We just got interviews
Nice.
from the Capital Outlook. When I tell you this community has really embraced us and
Mm,
really has shown us love, it is just amazing. We talk about Tallahassee, but to be honest with you, we've gotten contributions from all over the country.
We
mm,
have. Yes.
But yeah, so that was one of the things that happened once we got the 501c3 is that now, and Jimmeal spoke briefly about it, it's taking us beyond just our
Florida. Yeah.
own little network that we have.
mm.
And so it sky's the limits, like Kiosha said,
It
sky
is. It
definitely the
is.
limit. Our struggles here in Leon County are not unique as far as foster kids to
Mhm.
any other community where there is poverty, where there are disenfranchised people. And so this initiative has to go beyond Tallahassee. It has to do that because the need is definitely there.
Mm.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
there.
it absolutely is. And so thank you again for what you all have done, in putting it together and carrying it through, for the more than a decade, right? Uh,
More than a
more
decade.
than a decade, yes, and more than 500 youths that have been served. And so Kiosha said, yes, ma'am, Lenitra, breakfast for dinner.
It will be an annual.
Winner again. Yes, 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 yes. We got Miss Danita Thomas who just joined us. Thank you for being here. And Kiosha said, "Thank you." Conversations with Nicole and Nicole Everett. My pleasure, my pleasure, my pleasure. And Keisha is co-signing. Yes, with Lenitra. All right. All right, all right, all right. Tammy said, I'm definitely on board, ready to separate people from their money for an extremely great cause. And listen, Tammy is one of the best to do it, okay?
Hey,
She's
she got
one
her
of our
number
very,
in the chat.
very loyal volunteers at Habitat, and
Awesome.
she can separate the people from the money for sure.
Okay, that's awesome.
Hmm.
I love it.
Yes, yes, yes. So again, kicking off Giving Tuesday, and as Miss Kiosha has very graciously reminded us where you can go to rememberingmeproject.com to donate. Is there a deadline for donations for this season?
This season, the cutoff date is December 12th.
Okay.
Of course, of course you can donate all year long, but for this season, we're going to cut it off at December 12th, and then that's when we'll take those funds and do the shopping for this season. Got a few dates. The shopping portion is going to be from the 13th through the 17th.
Mhm.
So we'll be assembling the gifts baskets on the 18th. Be on the lookout. Really want to make that to be a big party where the community gets involved, uh, finalizing some locations now. So be on the lookout for that. And then we plan to do the delivery to the agency on December 19th.
Okay. Wonderful.
Yes.
Wonderful. Love it. All right. So Kiosha has added, if you want to connect and collaborate with Let's Take Lead, let's talk at hello at let's take lead.org. Thank you so much. All right. So you said be on the lookout for dates. Um,
Mhm.
they'll be posted on the website or social media.
Yes, all of those.
Yes.
All of the above. Okay, very good.
Mhm.
All right. So be on the lookout. And will you all be looking for volunteers to help with assembling?
We definitely will.
Yes.
Any type of community collaboration, we are open for it. Uh, Jimmeal generally runs the gift shopping and all that portion of it. They usually keep me out of that portion, so
Hmm.
we'll definitely be able to accommodate you if you want to volunteer and help out.
Okay, wonderful.
Absolutely.
Wonderful, wonderful. All right. It's all good. All right. So Kiosha has added with the funds raised for the campaign, we will select thoughtful gifts, provide gift cards, purchase personal care products, and send a powerful message. Absolutely.
Yep.
Absolutely.
Motion detected at the front door.
All right. So I want to give an opportunity for you all to, give some closing remarks, and really just tell folks again, just drive this point home. It's Giving Tuesday, and we want to remember these young people, right?
Yep.
And you can do that by donating
Yep.
not only your treasure, but your time as well. Right? All right. So let's start with you, Corp. What you want to tell the people?
Well, I mean, I spoke briefly about this at the breakfast. We all are Christians. We're a Christian-based organization, without a doubt, because we all just believers. And there are a portion in the Bible where the disciples went up to Jesus and they were asking, when did I not come visit you when you was in prison? When did we not care for you? And Jesus went to them and said, "Inasmuch as you've done unto the least of these, you have done unto me also." And that to me became the criteria by which he judged nations and he judged communities. And so this is an opportunity for us to look at those who have less than us and be able to make a great impact and be able to show the will and the heart of God to really make an impact and difference. So we're giving this opportunity for those people to be able to join in this crusade, this movement, by just going to www.rememberingmeproject.com and making a donation, which could seemingly be small to you, it can make a huge difference. So the encouragement is there, and I plead for you to go ahead and open up your heart and open up your wallets and do so.
All right, very good. Miss Jamil.
Yes, everything that Michael said, I absolutely agree with. And, not to uh, sound churchy, but, the first thing that came to mind is give and it shall be given unto you.
Mm-hmm.
Pressed down, shaken together, and running over. I strongly believe that when you give, it will come back to you. It will not, your giving will not return to you void. And I often think about what a great a poet said to us, Miss Maya Angelou. She said, I learned that people will forget what you said, but they will never forget how you made them feel. And
Mm-hmm.
so, although we do not know these teens personally, the feeling that they will have knowing that somebody thought enough of them is going to last a lifetime. And just to know that you are a part of something like that, that alone should bless you. So please join us. As you have heard tonight, we do not do this alone, and we don't take this work lightly. We're so grateful for our community, our family, our friends, for supporting us, and will continue to support us. And so please give, give. This is for a great cause.
Amen, amen, amen. All right, you heard it. The rememberingmeproject.com. You can go there to donate, to find out a little more about, what we talked about offline, and support a really great cause. Keosha said, preach, Pastor Cork. All right, Miss Keisha, thank you for the spotlight. It's a blessing to have this opportunity to share your platform to promote this worthy cause.
It really is. We definitely really appreciate you, Nicole.
Absolutely.
This is not the first time. You've been there since day one, lending your resources, lending your finances, and you continue to be an encouragement. People don't know we talk every morning. So me and Nicole get each other straight every morning. We basically check each other on goals, see how we are. And so had been on me for a while about making sure I got this 501c3 designation. So I definitely know that once we got here, that it was not just me and Jimmeal and Keisha and Keosha. It was a host of people who have pushed us and continue to push us through this finish line. And so your continued push is definitely appreciated. And we just love you for it.
Absolutely. My pleasure. My pleasure. My pleasure. I truly do believe in this work, and I think it's phenomenal. So I see Terrell. He said, thank you, thank you, thank you. I am all in to be connected and supporting this hard work. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Terrell.
Listen, little short story. Terrell got on me at work and was like, you didn't tell me about the breakfast. I saw you. I saw all the people on Facebook. I said, brother, they still taking your money. They still taking it. You missed the breakfast, but they
get the breakfast next year, Terrell.
Yeah, wait till you get to the breakfast next year for sure. All right. Keosha said iron sharpens iron. And then Lenitra. So Mike, you're staying up tonight to create one of your fancy videos or graphics for Giving Tuesday tomorrow. Question mark, question mark.
What's great about that, Lenitra, is that I'm not the only graphic designer part of the company. So Keosha's probably already working on one. Jimmeal, so there definitely will be one. So somebody will do it.
Somebody got it.
I'm sure Keosha, since she chose not to be on the show, I'm sure that's probably what she's working on now.
Yeah, she's working on that.
Yeah, she's working on that.
I'm confident about that.
Nice. All right. Then Tammy calling me out. She's talking about she be forgetting about Uncle T Rule, which is Uncle Terrell. I'm trying to do better. All right. So I definitely want to thank you all for joining me tonight and talking about, again, this great organization, kicking off, again, Giving Tuesday, and just the opportunity to remember the teens in our community. And what was that slogan? Where everyone matters, right? The Remember Me Project, where everyone matters. What a beautiful thing.
And that was pre-COVID. We came up with that slogan.
Wow. Wow.
Yeah.
And Nicole, it's very apropos.
I got a question for you, Nicole. I've always wanted to ask you this. What's your greater work?
That's a good way to do it, Mike. What's your greater work?
Boy, we out of time, ain't we? My greater work is highlighting y'all's greater work. That's my greater work. Okay. My greater work is sharing y'all's gifts and talents. So that's it. Yes.
And we thank you.
And I thank y'all.
And you're doing a great job at it.
Thank you. Thank you. So I gotta definitely mention this, and that is for those of you who may be new to the Conversations with Nicole platform, please subscribe to the YouTube channel, subscribing and supporting. We need all the support we can get. We're here Mondays and Wednesdays at 8:30 p.m. Eastern, focus primarily on mental health and wellness. And this is wellness because we talked about giving the teens hope. So at any rate, okay, Tammy says she needs a letter to present her donors, please and thank you. All right, so Tammy, I will connect you with them
Definitely.
after the show for sure. All right, Kiosha, I am on the show. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Mm. Oh, I
Yeah.
know what she means.
I know.
She is on the show. Like she's not on camera, but she's on the show.
She's trying to
Okay.
make an excuse for not doing that graphic that Lenitra had.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Got it. Got it.
Mhm.
Got it. All right. Tammy Kiosha said the letter is on the way. Love it. All right. Very good. All right, good people. Well, please, again, if you're looking for an opportunity to give, to contribute, don't forget the Remembering Me Project. The
Yes.
Remembering Me Project.com. Let me put the banner up one more time. The Remembering Me Project.com. All right. All right. Again, thank y'all. Thank you, viewers, for your comments, your questions. It's been a great conversation tonight. So, y'all have a good one, and we'll see y'all later. Peace.